inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. Being a great teammate, these are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just want to see what they do today.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Patterson. Dances away. Behind the line, it's Cummings. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The run from the shotgun. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Peoples. Wildcat didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So FIU's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hurley. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes trouble. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Nestle just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Patterson. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Williams. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this, because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They're dealing with a second and long. It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it at the 25 and strike. Touchdown, FIU. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Iowa.
Back to throw, it's Patterson.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. This time he's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Doing what he does best. He can move. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The screen, he can go. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
And you immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down line. Looking to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Rides the back on the option to give. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your game.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Leaves it with the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd. Fires deep for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the bluebirds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they've moved it up front on the fourth.
And I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. With it, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Turning it on. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is getting hammered right now. They are is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 35 to Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Back to pass, it's Patterson. They go to the wide receiver screen. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab at the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
A first down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Big guy smells it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. Touchdown, Aggies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to pass, it's Hurley. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA